Hey, what's up, my little TisaTells? How y'all doing today? Well, baby, if you are Kim Kardashian, ooh, that breakup with Pete must have been bad because you have been shading him 3 days in a row. But now Pete's fans, I know, imagine that. The Dorito Crunchy Sock Kings fans are calling Kim out for basically just being petty when Pete's in his hour need. And let me just say this, right? If you guys don't know, also, we got inside the new season 10 of Yeezy modeling. Listen, it's a whole mess because it looks like Kanye plans to go head to head with the Met. He's saying the old institutions are gone. I'm starting something new. But let's get back to Pete and Kim, because you know what? I will say my favorite version of Kim is the petty version. I'm not even joking. Because this mess with Skeet, listen, say what you want about Kanye, and we can say a lot. And yeah, the way he went after Skeet, but can we all admit that he had Skeet's number? He said he wasn't ish. He said he wasn't fit to be around his kids. He said all this stuff. And Pete's been proving us right day after day after day. First, it was that weird crash when he crashed into a house with no provocation. They didn't want to press charges, but it looks like the LADA is going to press some type of charge. You know, TMZ is playing Captain Save a what, right? But the most shocking thing was when his real personality came out in the next game. Now, if you guys don't know, there's video. Go watch my old video of it where he basically assaults someone's grandfather. TMZ tried to put 10 on 20 to him out. What are you talking about? He was in that old man's personal space, all this stuff. The video clearly shows Pete walked up to fans to be all Joe and sign fans, because you know that ego needs a stroke, all right? He's the one that walked up to fans because he wanted to take pictures, get some free publicity. Don't forget, he's filming that show Butt Kiss. He had a couple of meltdowns on set, people are saying, and got sent home a few times, right? He's been an issue. But he walked over to some fans at the next game to go shake like fans' hands, take pictures. There's one guy that looks like somebody's grandfather or kind uncle that goes over to Pete to take a picture. Now, you can tell, I don't even know if he knows who Pete Davidson is, but he knew enough to be like, oh, let me get a picture for my grandkids or whatever, right? Or maybe he's a Pete fan. He goes over there to take a picture with Pete. Pete's smiling at him, laughing, acting like everything is okay. He puts his arm around Pete's shoulder. Pete poses. Then he photobombs a photo. Now, granted, Pete never moved away from him, so they're still standing side by side. That's it. He then goes to take a selfie with Pete, and that's when Pete flips out and punches him away violently. It wasn't just like a little thing. Punches him away violently. And that's when I said, well, look who's real personality come out and play. I'm not joking, right? Y'all can keep, not y'all, but TMZ can keep putting 20 on 10 all they want about the fan was in his personal space. He assaulted. This was an old man that was just being really, really friendly, and friendliness that Pete had invited. And the weird thing is, and the most shocking thing is, Pete gave no warning. He was smiling, laughing, joking. He gave no warning and just attacked the guy. Which lets you know Pete's real personality. That whole holy shucks, that whole that it's all cap. Pete can be miserable. Let's not forget what he did to Ariana Grande after they broke up. He literally called her a million times, said he was going to delete himself, shut down the whole show. Ariana ran there, said he was going to delete himself, and it was going to be her fault. Ariana ran there, frantic. Pete then cleaned himself off, said, I'm fine, I don't want to see her, while she sobbed uncontrollably outside, before he then washed his face, went to an MGK concert, then sat on the ledge the whole time, stopping the show while MGK tried to beg him not to. It was a mess. It was a mess. I'm just saying, y'all can fall for that golly G stuff all you want, all right? Kim's a mess, but does she really deserve Pete? Anyway, Kim is literally being petty, and I love this side of her. I do have to say, right? So she was posting subs for the last 3 days, and everybody was keeping track, right? However, The first step she posted was the fact that people are alleging that Pete, when he broke up with her, when they had arguments, would always call her old and out of touch. Now, here's the thing. Kim is a 40-something-year-old woman with 4 kids. It's not the fact that Kim acts old. It's the fact that Kim has responsibility. She has 4 lives she has to raise. Pete is a 28, maybe 29-year-old man at this point. The thing is, Pete acts and smells and looks like he is 15 or 16, literally smoking weed behind the bleachers. I'm not joking. So when you get someone that mentally delights in acting like he's 15 or 16, and you get someone who 42 with 4 young kids under the age 10, of course there's going to be some type of generational gap, but it gets more, right? So they were saying that, Pete used to always make Kim's age an issue. Anyway, people said that Kim posted this thing saying, my favorite childhood memory is my back not hurting. Basically trying to say that, she's old, making fun of the fact of what Pete used to say. But then they also said that she was kind of dragging him as the fact that he has so many bad childhood memories. I don't know if Kim would take that quite low a blow, but listen to this petty stuff she did. So after all that happened, Kim reposted this meme that said, being happy doesn't mean you have it all. It means you're thankful for all that you have. Then she said, if you don't make time for your wellness, you will be forced to make time for your illness. Read that again. A lot of people said that while Kim was with Pete, she fell for his whole golly, my mental illness thing, right? Because think about it. Pete had her out here looking stupid, insulting the father of it. Well, I'm not saying Kanye didn't deserve it when it came to Kim. Who knows what actually happened inside the relationship? But the way Kim became this protector against Pete, I will always stand beside him and protect him. Literally, you see the fallout. She is on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, crying her eyes out. Because that's the thing. As much as people want to think that Kim wasn't taking Pete seriously because he seems so much below her economically, but also maturity-wise. Like, Kim, what are you doing? Even hygiene-wise, right? At the end of the day, Pete ran some game on her. And Kim really fell for his, protect me, I need your help. Pete is really good at playing like people's pets. But the weird thing is, even though he wants to become everybody's pet, he kind of hates the fact of becoming a pet. Anyway, when I saw that, I said, okay, that could be to Kanye too. So who knows who she's really talking to. But y'all, people pulled out the receipts. This is all after that video surfaced, right? Kim said, ironically enough, when you make peace with the fact that the purpose of life is not happiness, but rather experience and growth, happiness comes as a natural byproduct. When you're not seeking it as an objective, it'll find its way to you. Now, I know Pete read that because Pete always keeps talking about how he's not happy, life doesn't give him joy, right? But I'm sure Pete read that and said, Kim, are you talking about me or yourself? You cannot be serious. Then Kim did the one too and said, if you hang around 5 people who don't care about grades, you're the 6th. If you hang around 5 high achievers, you'll be the 6th. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. Nothing is more important in high school than your inner circle of influence. So choose wisely. Basically trying to say that Pete's hanging around the wrong people, hanging around losers, hanging around this. But the funny thing is that seemed to be a shot to Chase Sue Wonders because that's really who he's been hanging around, and they've been hanging around the same crowd. All right. But this is the best one that happened. Y'all, tell me why after that happened, after he pushed the fan, after the LAPD referred the case to the DA and they're now looking to see if they're going to prosecute, why did Kim have the nerve to post pictures of her being sweet and nice and her taking time to make time for her fans and her doing this and her doing that? Y'all, okay, fine. They got me. Kim was 100% shading Pete, which lets you know this breakup was bad. And it looks like they're finally going to give us what we want, and we're going to see snippets of the breakup on TV. The Kardashians look like they are going back to their reality TV roots. And I'm going to be recapping it and delighting over every morsel, because give us what we want. We already know Kourtney's going to give us what we want. Isn't it funny that Kris and Kim were begging Kourtney to come back to reality TV, and Kourtney was like, all right, I'll give you what you want, what you asked for, but not what you wanted. I'll tussle. I'll tussle a little bit. I'll give y'all some drama, but Miss Kimberly is going to be the center of drama. Y'all, listen, what do you think? Do you think Kim was being shady to Pete? It looks like it to me. Also, season 9 is upon us. Make sure you turn your notifications on, because we have a little insight into the casting and whatnot. I'll drop that video today, tomorrow morning, whatever. Just turn your notifications on and hit that like button if you want. But y'all, listen, I can't wait to see. And let's not also forget that Pete says that Kim Kardashian is off limits to him on Saturday Night Live, trying to act like he's being the bigger person. Boy, just say you signed an NDA without saying you signed an NDA. Anyway, y'all, let me know what you think in the comments, and I will talk to you later. Bye.